Who else, when they heard this menu music, just like, oh yes! Halo 5! Finally! 343 can probably make a good Halo. Well, guess what this game makes me feel like?
Oh.
That is correct. At least in some aspects. This is Gamerating D.A. Welcome to Gamerating D.A. And I'm your host, Sergeant Kodiak, in response to game ratings over at Jeg's Gaming channel on Halo 5. I am devil's advocate of whatever he said. He more bagged on the game, so I'm here to bring you the bright side. But there's a couple things I'm going to say that really kind of hinder this game. So let's get right into it. One thing that could be way better is the campaign. In the marketing campaign. I know they're two campaigns, but they're two different things. Same words, two different things. But the thing is, they advertise this game to be Chief versus Locke. Who will win, Locke or Chief? You know, they even had two cutscenes. The exact same thing was going on, different dialogue and different characters, different spots. So everybody was thinking, can you choose between Locke and Chief? No! That is a terrible expectation of yours, because what you forget is that it's not Bungie, and Bungie delivers what we want. 343 delivers what'll sell. So guess what? They marketed the game. I was hyped for Halo 5. Not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed when there was only 3 options in the main menu. You press start, and there's campaign, multiplayer, and community. I don't care about the community. I don't care about what's going on. I want to see my options. I got Forge, which we didn't get Forge till December. I want to see, do we have all the multiplayer modes? We barely have half the multiplayer modes in Halo 4. And that's saying something. They keep on cycling the monthly fan favorite. Right now it's Team Social Snipers. And it's pretty bad, not gonna lie, because the only people that really play those type of game modes are all the pro players, and the pro players in this game are amazing. But anyway, the gameplay you're watching right now is me on SWAT, on the Team BRs. I'm not very good at the BR version, but I had a good nasty little clip. And then if we make it that far, you'll see me just kind of screwing around as Locke in the first mission. I've already beat the campaign. Now let's get into the campaign. The campaign was ridiculously short, but we gotta admit, it was a great campaign. I mean, the story kept you intrigued, in my opinion at least. It made you want to move on. It really wasn't the dullest thing, but there's a couple parts where it got a little repetitive when you're going up the space elevator as Locke, and you just kept on having to fight horde after horde after horde. The soundtrack was great. Phenomenal music. I mean, no matter what, Halo's gonna have phenomenal music, except for Halo 4 menu music, but it's very hard to mess it up unless you completely change it like Halo 4 did. So, solid music, solid sounds. I love the sounds of the new guns. I'm not too hyped about the new rocket launchers, the way they look. It just doesn't feel right considering that I'm a Halo veteran. I've been playing since Halo 2's release. Even though I was a little munchkin by then, I was still old enough to remember the fondness and the joy that I felt playing it. And as you're progressing through the campaign, there's 4 missions you play as Chief. I believe there's only 4. But anyway, the rest of the game's about Locke trying to find Chief. I really do hate how they advertised it to be Locke versus Chief. You know, there's a huge... There was one fight that barely lasted. But the one thing I can say is that Chief kicked Locke's ass. So we gotta give him applause. But nonetheless, why did you advertise it that way? I was hyped for some Locke versus Chief action. Boom, boom, boom. Was this going to be the end of Chief? Is Halo 6 going to be about Locke? What's going on? And then it all ends up to be the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And what ends up happening, it wasn't Chief and Cortana finally reunite and get together. It ended up Chief and Locke get together and work on Allies forces to take down Cortana. Now, first of all, why is Cortana the bad guy? I was kind of hoping Cortana would just be done after they killed her off in Halo 4. It would have been the much smarter thing to do and kind of delve in deep with this Guardian stuff. I mean, the only thing that's really different about this game and why it's called Halo 5 Guardians is that the Guardians that kill you in the Halo 5 or Halo 3 multiplayer, at least that's the only one I can remember, where every time you walk out of bounds says you're killed by the Guardians. They're like loosely mentioned, they're not really used. I mean, there's like 2 missions you can actually see them. I think you can see one where they're actually working, and you can see the other one about getting ready, and that's when you play as alongside Arbiter as Locke. And it's not the most fun thing in the world, but the only thing they did was give a little bit of backstory on it. It really has nothing to do with Guardians at all. It should have been Halo 5 Cortana search, prop hunt. Which Guardian is Cortana? That's basically what it ends up. Don't even get me started on the Warden Eternal. I think there's about 8 boss fights, and everyone's like, "That's an amazing feat. They got 8 different bosses." No, you fight the same guy over and over. Warden Eternal. And then after all that, the game just kind of abruptly ends. Like, you're playing, and then the last mission you're playing as Locke, and Cortana has locked Blue Team, including Master Chief, into a sphere, and they're about to take off, and they're about to send into greatness or something, I don't know. They're about to bring Blue Team to work with her, and then all of a sudden it kind of abruptly ends when you finally defeat the ball, like you get it gone. Cortana takes off, tries to kill the Infinity with a Guardian, and boom, you plopped out. Locke and Chief are together. So now onto the multiplayer, because I'm kind of running out of time. The multiplayer is actually pretty solid, I gotta give them that, but the thing is, I think 343 got a little cocky because it's Halo. They got the Halo name with them. And the thing is that there just isn't enough game modes. I don't know why they didn't think you can't add the game modes. It befuddles me. But otherwise, the multiplayer is pretty solid. The hit detection's spot on. There's actually hardly any lag, and if there is lag, it usually doesn't put you in a server. Most of the servers are dedicated. The only time I've ever really seen peer-to-peer is when you're playing on a LAN system. You can't even play split screen, so yeah, and if you even notice when you start a custom game with your friends, it says creating dedicated servers, so most likely almost every server in this game, every multiplayer match is dedicated server. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Gameratings Devil's Advocate. I think I kind of bagged on the game more than I was promising, but anyway, it needed to be said. This is my 2 cents on Halo 5. I don't think I ever really released it, or maybe I did, but anyway, this is more in-depth review, considering that it's almost been a year since the game's been out. I think we're coming up in about a couple months that the game's been out for a year, and I don't know if they're going annual with Halo. God, I hope not. But anyway, let's have hope for Halo 6. Definitely leave a like and leave a comment if you want more Halo stuff. I'll see you all later.
My armor's stalled. Need help. My armor's jammed up.
Get you a drink? Blame it on the Henny, blame it on the goose. Got you feeling dizzy, blame it on the alcohol, blame it on the Yeah, cause I got it like that. Flow so smooth like I got it on tap. Yeah, and I'ma say it be a good night while I'm on my Yingling, while I'm drinking Bud Light. Can you get it when you miss me? Like I'm with whiskey, drinking Jim Beam. Yeah, baby, do you do it that way? Do you do that? Do you take a ray? Yeah, you know that I'm a beast when I kill it on the beach like it's sex. On the beach like it's Malibu, take it to the California way. Cause we do it, yeah, baby, we can Californicate like we on that. Iced up, yeah, on the floor, get it mic'd up. I put it down like this 24/7, let me have the fucking get it, Seagram 7 night. Blame it on the alcohol, blame it on the